It's the final Saturday at Aqueduct, this coming Saturday, and that, of course, is April 23rd. $250,000 guaranteed late pick 4, and also there's still that 20% winner's bonus. If you're a member of NYRA.com and you're playing through m.NYRA.com, you are eligible for a 20% winner's bonus on your pick 4 play of up to $100. Yet another reason that you should be a member of NYRA.com. The pick 4 sequence includes an excellent 3-year-old turf stake in race number 7. It kicks off in race number 6 at 6 furlongs. And for me, this was the most complicated leg and the one that I could use the most horses in here. If I had to use 3, I'd use the one Andrew's Got Zip, who I wasn't thrilled with his ride last time. I didn't think it helped his chances. The only problem with him is he draws the inside again, and he's a speed, but there's other speed in here, and I'm not convinced that he's a horse who's most comfortable rating, but I have to use Andrew's Got Zip, who lost any chance by losing contact with the field in the middle of the race. I'm not a big fan of the 8 Surf Spun or the 9 Ideal Quality, but in this field, they both draw well on the inside, and I think they both have to be used. 1, 8, 9 would be my top 3. Horses like the 4 Touchdown, despite the 10-pound Bug Rider, and even the 5 Gunlock. They're horses that have a chance. This is a relatively wide-open race, and one that I recommend spreading. I would go very thin in other legs and want to use a lot of horses in race number 6. The 7th race, if the 2 Highland Sky breaks relatively cleanly and doesn't get a terrible trip, he's going to win this race in all likelihood. He's a very talented horse who ran extremely well in his return to Cutler Bay down at Gulfstream. He broke slowly. It was a paceless race. He circled the field from last and lost to a horse, Giant Run, who would likely be the favorite in this field. He is much the horse to beat. The 5 Mighty Mo interests me a little bit off a maiden win. Bill Mott has excellent numbers coming off maiden wins in turf races. I think this one has a chance at a price. 2 Discreet's a bit of a wild card off the layoff for Christophe Clement. Unbridled Daddy and Rappel, the 7 and 8, both had tough trips down at Gulfstream Park. One was a winner. The other one finished second, but still, the 2 Highland Sky could be a single for me. The 5 Mighty Mo, my backup. Race number 8, I think Jason Blewett nailed it when he said it on Twitter the other day, that this is the best New York Stallion Series race we've ever seen. This is a terrific race of 3-year-old fillies, good horses. The 1 She's Already comes back. The 8 Baronix Bank comes back. You've got Wonderment coming off a stakes win at Turfway Park, and you've got Frosty Margarita, who's been terrific in this division. They're all meeting up, and they all, frankly, have chances in this race. I prefer the 6 Wonderment, turning back. There's going to be pace in here. Coming off that synthetic win, I think she fits very well. The 8 Baronix Bank's going to take a ton of beating. She draws well on the outside. 6, 8, my top 2. The 1 She's Already and the 3 Frosty Margarita on a bigger spread play. 6, 8, 1, 3. A competitive 8th race. I could consider singling in the last race if I spread a lot earlier on the 11 Humboldt and Frost. Not a lot to like about a lot of horse in this race. And one thing about Humboldt and Frost, this horse is the controlling speed from an outside post and gets a good rider in Louis Saez. And this horse runs back to any number of his turf races. It's going to be very, very tough to beat. If I backed him up at all, I might use the 10 Gio Nico, the 10 horse. I thought this horse actually ran well enough in his maiden win that he has a little upside as he's relatively lightly raced. Perhaps he's usable. You've got to beat the 11 Humboldt Frost to close it out. The 10 Gio Nico, a bit of a price play for me as the other horse. An interesting $250,000 pick 4 sequence to close out the Aqueduct meet.